Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell in the upper right hand corner. Follow me on all forms of social media. Check me out at thatdrummerguy.com and enjoy the following presentation.
Hello, Josh. This is Conan.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you very much for taking time to do this interview.
Yeah, no problem, man. I just hope you don't mind that I'm in traffic right now.
Oh, that's quite all right. I mean, it's completely understandable. I mean, considering living out in California, I mean, I imagine that the traffic's terrible right about now.
Yeah. But I mean, I can still do the interview. I have Bluetooth. I just hope you can hear me fine.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Oh, well, awesome.
Sounds good to me then.
Yeah. Oh, well, of course, we're here to talk about the brand new album from Exmortus, The Sound of Steel, which is coming out June 8th. I've gotten the chance to be able to check this album out over the last couple weeks, and it's just amazing to me to see the progress that you guys have made in the band, especially over the last few years, and I can definitely say that you guys are at the top of your game right now.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, we try to make each album better and better somehow, as the years go by. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for believing in us, and thank you for thinking that.
Oh, absolutely. So what went into the songwriting process for the new album?
Much in the same way as the other albums. We would just, Mario, the drummer, actually he's not in the band anymore, but we would get together a lot of the time and just collaborate. We just write riffs together, just jam some ideas out, and sometimes throw some lyrics here and there, or ideas for lyrics, like simple rhythms of how the vocal pattern should go, and just kind of throw it all together and see if it works or not. Or so some other ideas were less, I guess, less jam-like, maybe more. I would write ideas kind of complete in my head. I would have a concept and kind of just map it out already. I think I started to do that with Slave because I started studying more classical music at that time. That's when I really got into it. So I would kind of have a better idea on how to write those classical forms, and I do that a lot, especially on this new album. You hear that too in Slave of the Sword and Ride Forth. Songs like maybe Seed of the Strike on Ride Forth, and even Immortality Made Flesh. They have this thing called, they're structured in sonata form, and it's like an old classical structure, and I think it works well in heavy metal, so. Yeah, I went, some songs are approached that way, you know what I mean? Like, I guess the solo composer kind of approach. So same thing for this album. Mario left the end of last year, so he didn't really contribute too much, but he did help me with, like, he would say, like, oh, this sounds good, or, like, this song is a little too, not as catchy or something, so he had some input, and I love his feedback because, we collaborate so much together, and I value his opinion a lot. So, this album was pretty much entirely by me, but I did have a lot of good feedback from my friends, and, of course, the members that recorded the album as well. So, it's much of the same process, pretty much.
So with that, I mean, obviously with the lineup changes that did happen, did you feel like an extra amount of pressure when it came into being able to do more of the songwriting, or was it more welcomed where you got to explore more of your side?
Yes, I would say it's a little bit of both, because, like I said, at first I felt like, damn, I'm not going to have that, I guess, that support where I'm going to be like, oh, dude, check this out, check this riff out, can you play it for me? I want to see if it works, see if you like it, or whatever. I didn't have that as much, I guess, from, like, David and Mario, the members that left. But even so, Cody, our bassist, he helps a lot. So, I mean, he learned all the riffs and stuff, and we would play them together just to make it sound like real, because we did some pre-production for the album like a month before we went to recording. So by doing that, we had a better idea of how everything's going to come out, and so yeah, I mean, at first it seemed like, damn, it's going to be strange because, half the band left pretty much, and I just don't think it was as bad as I thought it would be. So, again, like you mentioned, like, it gave me a little bit of freedom as well, like, maybe I can get away with this crazy idea. So, I mean, I don't think it deterred from the normal, I guess, Exmortus formula that you might be aware of in Slave and Ride, but it's a little different, right? I would say it's slightly different than the other two.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. And, again, it's just like when lineup changes do happen, you got a new album that you're writing for and everything. I mean, a lot of things can happen at once, but I can definitely say from the fan perspective, I love what's going on there. I mean, it's got that patented Ex Mortis sound while being able to experiment and expand upon the sound with every album. And, just like I said in the beginning, it's just like this is some of the strongest material the band has had to date.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm glad it all worked out because, again, with like new members, you kind of get worried that everything's gonna be awkward and some things might feel forced, and that was the case with this record. Chase Becker and Carlos Cruz from Warbringer, I've known them for a long time, and they were more than willing to help. And we all like the same kind of music, we all love the same shit. So showing them my ideas it worked out well because they were able to translate it into their own playing styles flawlessly. It just worked out really well. It worked out beautifully. So I'm just glad that everything came out the way it did.
Yeah, what a couple of great guys to be able to help out with this album, then getting that kind of rhythm section. I mean, it adds so much impact that you do hear from Warbringer, especially from Carlos. I mean, I absolutely love his style, and it's great being able to hear that in Ex Mortis.
Sure, yeah, it's great. I mean, I was stoked about that because they're all phenomenal players, and everything worked out fucking awesome. They had their own little spin, their own, I guess, a little Warbringer touch, which is great.
And of course, with that, I mean, with the album just coming out in a couple weeks, and a couple months back, you guys were actually able to do a cool tour of Europe with Obituary. How did that go?
Oh, that went out. That was so awesome. I mean, it's funny too because we got the call very last minute. We had 2 weeks to decide. Sorry, no. So we had to decide the day I got called, and the tour started in 2 weeks. So I was like, shit, it was on Valentine's Day of all days, too. And I didn't have a drummer at the time because Carlos was not able to do it. So I was like, fuck, who's gonna do drums, So I was just stressing out, and I'm like thinking, like, what if I just take this offer and I'll figure it out? I'll find a drummer that can learn the whole fucking set in 2 weeks. So luckily, I knew someone that I was actually trying out for the permanent spot, and you'll see him in all the upcoming shows. And his name is Adrian Aguilar. So yeah, I was talking to him already, and he had learned like a song or two. And I told him, hey, dude, you want to tour Europe with Obituary? You just got to learn like 40 more minutes of music in 2 weeks. And he was like, oh shit, what? He was stoked, but like worried about, trying to handle and arrange everything at home. And same with all of us, dude. We were all fucking stressed out out of our minds. And he said, fuck it, we'll do it. And then we made it work. So it was just funny because, we were stressing our asses off those 2 weeks going into the tour and making sure everything was going to go right and according to plan. And it actually did. So the day we show up and meet the guys from Obituary, they're fucking welcoming as hell. They're just so fucking cool with us. They got us so much beer the first day. We met them at the hotel. We all stayed at the same hotel, and we were hanging out at the bar, and they were fucking buying us drinks the whole fucking night. And it was just like, it was like that every night. Like, just all the venues were, we just hung out and partied, had a good time every fucking night. It was a really good tour, and great guys to tour with as well.
And what a great way to be able to ring in the new chapter of Ex Mortis and being able to do a full-fledged tour with Obituary, with the new lineup, being able to promote the new album, which is coming out a couple months from then, and, just being able to see Ex Mortis getting back on the right track.
Yeah, because I was a little worried at first. I was a little, especially with Mario, my cousin. He was my cousin, and we grew up together, and we started the band together. So when he was like serious about it, like leaving for real, like I was like, damn, what do I do? Like, should I completely stop the band as well? Like, I don't know, I didn't know what to do. So I just thought about it, and I realized, I have a lot of material that I had already started writing for the new record for this Sound of Steel, and I couldn't let it go. It's like, it's too Exmortus. Like, I can't use it for anything else, and I just want to keep the name going. I want to stay busy. This is the only way I can really stay busy, you know, aside from, like, a day job. I don't want to work day jobs, you know, but, you know, you have to, but I'd rather aspire to do more than just that. I didn't want to let these new songs go to waste. In a way, you know, I figured they deserved an album. So, yeah, I was a little worried at first, but I just had to carry on and you know, make sure the new songs came out and, you know, just tour. Keep it going. I can't stop, you know.
Oh, absolutely. So, with that said, what has been the overall reception that you've heard so far, as far as like the singles and those who have heard the album so far?
Everything's been really good. I mean, I think we're getting a little more buzz than we had before. I guess it just makes sense. You know, we've been out for a while, and every album we put out, we get more and more attention, more fans. But it's interesting because the singles we chose, the first one was Make Haste. We did a lyric video, and it got really good reception. I guess it's everything everything fans expected from Exmortus, you know. Just really fast stuff, really too many notes at one time, you know. And yeah, I mean, I just recall like one negative review saying that the lyrics were uninspiring or something. So I mean, whatever. I mean, the point of the song is to, you know, make haste. So I don't know. I don't know what they meant by that, but aside from that, everything was cool. But the funny thing is about the next review, the next song, Piece of Flesh, for the music video, the bloody one. A lot of people were saying like, oh, this is not what I expected from Exmortus. And some were like kind of talking shit. They were saying like, I hope they don't like start writing easy riffs so they can get like an easy fan every time they do that, or some shit like that. And it's funny, like it's just one song out of the whole album. You know, it's good to have some variety. I mean, at least that's me. And it's funny because I'm not trying to write music for I guess for an easy fan. Because if I really wanted to make that kind of music, I'd be in the pop business. You know, I would write music just to fucking, you know, like superficially. Like there's more meaning behind these like catchy riffs. It's just because it's catchy doesn't mean it's like a fucking bad thing. You know, like I'm selling out or some shit. That's just funny to me that some people react that way. And I mean, you can't change that. That's their opinion. That's cool, whatever. But it's funny that some people don't like change, and that's too bad because to begin with, Exmortus is it's our expression. It's the band's expression. It's my music, and I love to play these music. I love to play these riffs, and I just like to have a good time. So it's just funny, like how people react to that. So, but aside from some of the negative comments, it's been well received so far. So I'm glad for that, you know. Because the only real issue was like a change of pace, maybe. You know, it's not exactly that they think it sucks. It's just they think it's I guess it's just different. They didn't expect that, and I like that. I like to fuck with people. You know, I like not like I'm like a trickster or a prankster or anything, but I like to fuck with people's expectations because to me that's the true beauty of art when you fuck with someone artistically, and I think I accomplished that. So I think I'm doing something right.
You know, it's funny that you bring up the negative aspects of Feast of Flesh, because when I first listened to the song in context of the whole album, and when you listen to the whole album, like every song makes sense. I mean, like in the order of the track listing, you know, the speed that's going on there and everything, and I would have thought nothing of it. I mean, it just sounded like a badass Exmortus song. That's what it sounded like to me. It's like, I didn't see like it's like a 3 chords and a bridge and, you know, you're selling out. I never would have gotten that from like listening to it.
Well, I'm glad you get it, but I guess because maybe those listeners hadn't really been keeping up with us since we've kind of not been touring as much due to writing and of course the members leaving, and so they probably hadn't listened to Make Haste, you know, and they just saw that, you know, the video, and they're like, this is the new Exmortus? You probably think the whole album's going to be like that, you know? So, I mean, I'll cut them some slack. But, yeah, exactly what you're saying. Like, I like the whole, I like the bigger picture, like the whole album. I want the whole album to be listened to, you know, and not just certain songs. You know, I don't want people to put our music into, like I don't want people to put just Piece of Flesh in their playlist. I want them to put the whole fucking album in that playlist. You know, I want someone to listen to the whole album. Like, I guess, just like in the good old days, you know, people put a record on, you're kind of forced to listen to the whole side at least. And you turn to side B or whatever. I like that about albums. That's what my favorite albums are like. They are enthralling, they're diverse, and they just grab your attention that way. So I try to emulate that with I guess the back and forth styles on the Sound of Steel. So I'm glad you get it.
Oh yeah, and I just gotta say it again, it's just like the track order is just so perfect, and it just makes it such a fun listen to from beginning to end. I mean, Make Haste is such a great opener, and have an A minor instrumental right in the middle to be able to set the pace right in the middle of it, and Victory or Death is such a great way to end the album too, and just like being able to see how it gets from Make Haste to Victory or Death. I mean, you want to be able to listen to that from start to finish rather than like skipping songs or just listening to the singles or whatever.
Right, yeah, I was really keen about not having any filler either. I didn't want to like have a song that I was like, whatever about. I just want, and I think what helped with that was trying to make sure that each song had its own identity in a way. Like, Feast of Flesh has that, cheesy, gory aspect about it, and the riffs complement that. It's just kind of stompy, caveman riff and fastly shred that is like kind of not clean sounding. And I think it came out beautifully because the other stomping song is like, I guess, Strength and Honor, but that's not as dirty sounding, I guess. It has a different kind of aspect to it. So again, like every song has its own identity, and I think that made for it makes for better listening, I think. So I think you might agree with me on that.
Oh, very much so. And that actually kind of leads me to what I was wondering about next. It's like, how does it feel, just like with the album coming out in a couple weeks and, upcoming touring, which I'm sure is going to be happening to be able to promote the album. How does it feel, with a new lineup, being able to play these new songs amongst everything that you've done in the past?
What was the question again? What about the new members? Say again? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was saying that. How does it feel for you to be able to have this new lineup, being able to play songs off the new album, and being able to really properly promote this album in a live setting while being able to play the previous material?
Oh, I mean, it's interesting because, granted, new members are playing the songs, and I was always worried about like being awkward and everything, so that wasn't the case this time around. Even with the new drummer, Adrian, he picks everything up great. We get along, and it just worked out beautifully right now. The songs reach up quick. Actually, we're trying to like incorporate a lot of old stuff in our repertoire too. So it's interesting because they have their own spin on on how to do fills, right? They're not exactly doing the same exact fills that were recorded on record on the previous album. So it's kind of cool. I like that. I like that because I know I'm really into the whole classical aspect of writing music. Like, it has to be played this way and only that way to get the point across, which I agree with. That works for certain maybe certain songs. Like Make Haste, there's really no room to improvise a lot of that. At least guitar-wise, up until the very end, it's a little more loosely written. But songs like Feast of Flesh, that's supposed to be like just fucking going for it. And it's funny because those solo sections in Feast of Flesh are improvised. I made the solos on spot, and I wanted that feel specifically for that. So it's interesting to hear that with Chase playing other songs from the past, and he has his own solos, and they sound cool. It's different because it's not the same solo as David played or whatever, it's a little different, and I like that because I do the same. I know I recorded something different for Hammer. That solo, I change it up every fucking time I play it. I love it, I love having that aspect, that improvising aspect to a lot of the songs solos. So I get that a lot from even drummers. Like Carlos has his own way of doing solos, so does Adrian, and I love doing that because it makes everything sound so fresh to me, and it makes it more exciting. It makes me want to keep going and trying new things because of that. So it's cool. I like it. I love the whole flexibility of everything because of that.
Yeah, and that makes me very excited to see what's going to be happening with the band in the future, whether it's in the live setting or the next Exmortus album after this, or whatever the case is. Being able to incorporate more of that improvisational feel amongst, of course, having that classical aspect and, of course, the metal aspect as well. I mean, being able to find a formula to combine all three, I think it's just going to make the band even stronger.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I love about music in general. Having it, just being like so having a variety of things, you know, and I love that. I love trying new things too. So yeah, I'm excited for the next record as well. I want to get started already.
But, you know, until then, I mean, is there anything that's coming up as far as, like, after the release of the new album, as far as, like, live shows or anything?
Yeah, actually, we're planning on announcing it very soon. I think we'll be announcing next week our summer tour. We'll be touring all over the state. Some Canada shows too in July. So, yeah, stay tuned because I think we're going to be releasing very soon.
Well, awesome. That definitely gives me something to look forward to, and it's great to see that announcement coming around the time of the release of the album. That way people can get into it and make sure they go out to the shows and really familiarize themselves with the songs off the new album and being able to see how it translates into the new live show from Exmortus.
Right, yeah, and the thing too, like, I've always had a fear of, like, writing something so, like, far out there, and I'll record it, but then I'll try it live, and then it's like, fuck, I can't do this, or some shit, you know, like, it doesn't feel natural. I've always had that fear, so I try to be careful about that, and so far, all the songs, all the new songs have been pretty good. Like, nothing is unnatural, and I'm glad that it's like that. I'm glad everyone is able to express, you know, in their own way, the music that is already written out. So yeah, it's going to be great. I love the new songs very much. I love playing them very much, most importantly. And yeah, I think it'll be great to play live because, like I said, I like to incorporate a lot of improvisation in the music, especially live. That's the best way to hear it. So yeah, I'm stoked.
Oh, awesome! And
I know I'm ranting, but
yeah, and that just makes me so happy again as a fan. You know, it's just like, you know, just like I said before, you know, just like anytime that there's a lineup change or like a label change or any kind of change in a band, like it can either make the band weaker or stronger. And I'm glad to see that everything that's going on with Exmortus right now, finding the right group of guys to be able to put together this brand new album and, you know, getting alive and the new members of the band being able to hash out these songs and being able to do an amazing tour of Europe with Obituary, the upcoming North American stuff that'll get announced next week. It's amazing to see where you guys are at right now, and I'm so happy as a fan being able to see you guys being able to pull this off the way that you have and just constantly getting bigger and better.
Thank you, man. That means a lot, dude. Really, it gives me it reinforces my purpose as a musician and artist. So that means a lot, man. Thank you very much.
Oh, not a problem. And I think that's a great note to end on. Thank you very much for taking the time to be able to do this, fighting the California traffic to be able to talk to me about the brand new album from Exmortus, The Sound of Steel, which is coming out in just a couple weeks. I truly appreciate you being able to do that, talk about everything that's going on with the band, the news of a new tour. That's got me very excited, and, you know, just being able to talk about the new album and see where you guys are at right now.
Thank you. Well, thank you for having me. Appreciate it, dude. No problem. Anytime.